When you're thinking about reusing and remixing existing creative works, especially music recordings, there's a whole category of copyright that leaves you with complete freedom and control over how you can use and remix existing works and, importantly, share your new creative work. What am I talking about? Public domain, of course. So, what is public domain? Public domain applies to a work that is no longer under copyright protection or it failed to meet the requirements of copyright protection. That means if you find a work in public domain, you can use it in full or in part to remix and integrate into a completely new creative work. So now you may be wondering, how old does a work have to be before its copyright converts to public domain? And well, there are two answers to that question. Artists, creators, and researchers can choose to publish brand new works directly to the public domain. Publishing directly to the public domain means the creator can receive no royalties or profit when others reuse or remix the original work. But it also means your original work will have a deeper, potentially longer-lasting impact on contemporary and future creators and researchers. Suffice it to say, music recordings are protected for a very, very long time. A few mid-century changes to copyright rules complicated the picture, but we can accurately say that sound recordings released before 1925 entered public domain on January 1, 2025. And now here's where it gets complicated, so listen closely. Recordings released from 1925, the birth year of electrical recording, through 1946 are protected by copyright for 101 years, meaning sound recordings released in 1925 enter the public domain on January 1, 2026. This includes recordings like St. Louis Blues and Women's Trouble Blues by Bessie Smith, Toddlin Blues by Bix and his Rhythm Jugglers, Careless Live by the original Tuxedo Jazz Orchestra, Sand Cave by George Ake, Stormy Sea Blues by Ma Rainey, Pablo Casal's recording of Goyesca's Intermezzo, Sing a Song by Charlie Chaplin, and so many more. But what happens after 1946? Well, the batch of recordings from 1947 to 56 are under copyright protection for 116 years. Recordings from 1957 to 72 are scheduled to enter public domain on February 15, 2067. And recordings released after 1972, well, those enter public domain either 96 years from their release date or 121 years from the recording date, whichever is shorter. And this is the point where you should be asking, how can you find music in the public domain? So you have options. Use the advanced search on Discogs to search by release year. The Library of Congress's Citizen DJ offers an extensive collection of public domain audio. And the Internet Archive also does an amazing job of identifying the culturally significant works of each year. Alternatively, you can use platforms like the Creative Commons search portal and filter your results to public domain. This will find old and new works published under public domain license. Other options? Well, the website Public Domain Sherpa might look basic, but it has an extensive listing of online sources for digitized audio collections in the public domain. One final note, it's probably a good idea to document your sources. That way, your bases will be covered in case someone tries to challenge your use of one of those audio clips in the future.